Chapter 3, System of Equations, Day 3, we're going to talk about determinants. Now, determinants are like a new type of operation. Now, our other operations are adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. But determinants, we're going to use these things, but it's going to come out different. It's going to be weird. Here we go. Determinants look like a matrix and an absolute value had a baby. And we're going to put in values like this: A, B, C, D. That is a determinant. Now, the way you do this determinant is this determinant is equal to the product of A times D minus the product of B times C. Now, it's always in that pattern. Top left times bottom right minus top right times bottom left. All right, it's always going to be that pattern. So let's do a couple of examples here. Let's put two of them up. We'll do one together, and then I want you to pause it and try the other one. Let's go with just straight up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll put up -3, 4, 2, and I don't know, 8. So, determinant means AD minus BC. So 1 times 4 is 4, minus BC is 6. So the determinant of this particular matrix is -2. All right? Try this one yourself. Go ahead and press pause. Hopefully you all got -3 times 8 is -24 minus 2 times 4 is 8. So -24 times minus 8 rather is -32. Determinants. Kind of a slick little thing. So, Smith, what's the point of that? Well, here's the thing. We can use determinants to solve a system of equations. Now, here's the thing. A system needs to be in the form AX plus BY equals, you were about to say C, weren't you? No. AX plus BY is equal to E. And then we got CX plus DY equals, that's right, F. Kind of a wonky way of saying it, right? But we're going to find 3 different determinants. The first one is called D. D says this. D is the absolute value of A, B, C, D. Just like we talked about at the top of this, right? D is A, B, C, C, D. But here's the thing. We're going to do a new one called N sub X, which stands for numerator X, which if I was a rapper, that would be my name. My hip-hop name is Numerator X. What's yours? Anywho, it's going to be a determinant. But here's the thing. See how in our equation here, it goes X's and then Y's, and then look at the determinant. AC, that's kind of like the X column, right? Because those were the X coefficients. And BD is our Y column because that's kind of the Y coefficients. Well, since I'm trying to find X, EF here is going to go in the X column. EF. And then BD is still in the same place. BD. Alright? Kind of wonky, I know. But, and then there's one more. There's numerator Y. Numerator Y is a determinant. Now, since we're trying to find the Y, EF goes in the Y slot. EF is in the Y slot. And then the empty spaces are taken up by the regular spaces A and C. Alright, so kind of a weird thing. But here's what's neat about this. Is if we use, if we get it in this pattern, essentially both are in standard form. You know, X plus Y is equal to a number. They're just not using the same capital A, capital B, capital C for coefficients. If you put it in standard form, then we can use determinants. Now, okay, so the solution, once you have all 3 of these determinants, your answer is going to be N sub X over D, comma n sub y over d in an ordered pair. That's going to be your solution to this. Now, the remainder of this video is taped before a live studio audience. All right. So, let's do an example of this stuff. This example should look familiar. This is from video 2. 3x plus 7y is equal to 6. And then 2x plus 9y is equal to 4. We're going to solve this by using determinants. All right, so just like up here, we need to find 3 different determinants. We're going to start off with D. D is equal to, now remember, D is the easy one. A, B, C, D. It's the coefficients of, well, first you got to make sure that it's in this form. Since this is indeed in this form, 3, 7, 2, and 9. A, B, C, C, D. All right. Then we got to do n sub x. N sub x. Now remember, we're trying to find the x coordinate. So EF goes in the x slot. Remember, x slot becomes EF, and then 7 and 9 get put right there. N sub y, EF goes in the y slot. So 6, 4 goes in the y slot. And then back from D, AC remains the same, 3 and 2. So figure out these 3 determinants. You'll have 27 minus 14, which is 13. Good job, everybody. Then we got 6 times 9 is 54 minus 28. What is 54 minus 28? Sure. 26. Thank y'all. Then we got 12 minus 12, which is 0 from the peanut gallery. Okay, so we found these 3 determinants. So now we need to find the solution to this system. The solution is, now you take your n sub x, 26, over d, 13. Comes back from this thing. Remember, n sub x divided by d and n sub y divided by d. So 26 divided by 13 and 0 divided by 13. Now this fraction happens to reduce to 2, 0. So that is a quick lesson on determinants. On the count of 3s. 1, 2, 3.
Smith out! Smith out!